Thank you for joining us. It's Sunday, the 25th of February 2018. Welcome to Off Script on Lagos Television. I am Aditola Kayode. On Off Script, we tend to take the conversations off the script of the usual rhetorics of events and happenings around us. Okay, just last week we took a look at the lives of our celebrities. We x-rayed how much pressure the people put on them, and on the flip side, what pressure they put on themselves in order to live ostentatiously. And we got a whole number of feedbacks from the people. Thank you for keeping the calls coming in, and of course the messages. We'll take a few of them right now. This one says nobody is interested in their lifestyles, but they should be real to their fans and be a good role model to the society. Celebrities should be down to earth and transparent. They should not live beyond their means. They should stop the packaging. Okay, who's putting pressure on who? These celebrities should focus more on developing their talents rather than their outer look, which for me play little part at the long run. Fake lifestyle leads to destruction. Be real, Jerry. Okay, thank you so much for keeping those messages coming in. Please put your names and where you're sending your messages from. But the bottom line is that we appreciate them, these celebrities, in whatever they do. Appreciate them. If you find them in buses, you find them on motorbikes, please appreciate them. And in turn, they should also not put that pressure on themselves in order to live larger than life. But today on the program, we'll be taking a look at corruption and the game play, okay? Today we'll be looking at corruption and the blame game. Corruption has eaten deep into the fabric of our society. It has become embarrassing to us as a nation, as a people, that people who are put in charge of things in this country, in place of authority, and now they have now resulted into blaming animals, you know, for these things. What are your thoughts? How did we get there? We'll be discussing this on Off Script tonight on Lagos Television. We'll take this short break and we'll be right back. Stay with us.
On the recent cases of corruption that are ravaging this country, it is very sad and disheartening to hear that animals are now stealing our money. Someone came out to say that a snake stole 36 million naira. How is this even possible?
Those are manipulation of our resources.
Just recently, Transparency International rated Nigeria 148 out of 180 corrupt countries that were surveyed. This is giving our country a very bad image.
Absolutely. Welcome back. You're still watching Off Script on Lagos Television. Definitely, this is giving our country a bad image. We hear of snakes taking off 36 million. And before we could, you know, digest that, you know, the monkey came calling, taking off 70 million and more. I hope we won't have another episode of maybe rat or cockroach or something. Okay, today on the program we have Kayode Adebiyi, a public relations executive officer in the house today. Kayla, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. You can also join conversations online as you go on to Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Offscript LTV. You can also send in your messages to 0705 496 4619 0705 496 4619. Okay, what came to your mind when the first story broke?
First, amusement, and at the same time, tragic. You know, when you see in a country where people now use animals to lie for the illicit things that they are doing. It's quite a pathetic situation.
It is.
So that they mentioned animals is amusing, but at the same time, it's a sad episode.
You know, even for saying that, it sounds as if you're talking to a child, you know. Okay, you know that thing that they used to do when we were younger, go and collect a rodent or something like. It sounded like that. How can you say snake, you know, swallowed 36 million naira?
That's the sad reality we find ourselves in this country, and it's quite sad indeed. It's really, really sad. And I don't just look at it on the face value, you know, telling lies about animals swallowing money, snake swallowing 36 million, monkey went into a barn in a farm and took away 70
How
something
did they get
million.
into the farm in the first place?
It's all lies. But it goes to show that we've lost our values as a nation. And that is where the problem really is. You know, corruption is one thing, it's what we see. But if we have to really go into the nitty-gritty of the issue, we have to go to the foundation. So if the foundation is destroyed,
And the righteous.
what can the righteous do? The problem is the foundation. We lost our value. There is a lot of wickedness in the land, and we don't love each other. That is the main problem. And until we can find solutions to those problems, get our values back from the home, from the family, stop worshiping money, and stop act of wickedness. It's wickedness when you are entrusted with people's resources and you take it for yourself alone.
Just that. Okay, let's take a look at the Joint Admission Matriculation Board itself. Since the Newman took charge, that's Professor Ishaq Oloyede, when he took over, within 1 year, between 2016 and 2017, JAMB remitted 7.8 billion naira into the Federation account. But between 2010 and 2015, JAMB remitted 51 million.
It's unfortunate, but you know, Professor Oloyede is known for his no-nonsense approach, you know, to the issue of corruption. You know, we are witnesses to his tenure as Vice Chancellor of University of Ilorin. And since he came into JAMB, we've seen a lot of reforms, you know. You know, people who really wants to work, you know, when they get anywhere, you will always see this controversy or the other because they want to change the status quo. They want to make sure things work the way it should work. And you can imagine getting there within a year and is able to remit about 7 billion naira to the Federation account. Then you wonder, what has been happening all these years?
All this well. And we also heard, according to reports, that this snake swallowing thing didn't happen this year. It didn't happen last year. I think it happened about two years ago. In Makodi office, Philomena said she took 36 million was eaten by mysterious spiritual snake. Nasarawa office, 23 million naira scratch cards got burnt. In the meantime, those scratch cards were verified as being used, you know. Osun office, Osun State coordinator claimed 1.3, oh, that one is small. 1.34 million naira just disappeared. And at the Kano office, 20 million naira, Yakubu Aliu claimed money cannot just be accounted for. You talked about the foundation. You talked about the kind of people we have become. It's in this same country that you dare not take anything that belongs to another man. Goods were in front of houses, and you just pay. You know, put it there, and you go your way. How did we get here?
That's what I'm talking about values. We've lost our values. You know, even personally, while growing up, I dare not bring something home that was not earlier provided by, you know, for me by my parents. I will be queried. Where did you get that from?
Absolutely.
But nowadays, you see children bringing things to the house. You see, you know, even young girls in the university using phones of 400,000 naira, and their parents won't even ask them, where did you get this kind of phone from? You know, now money is everything. And that is where the problem is, the foundation. We've lost our values. People are wicked. It's wickedness that will make, you know, you are in charge of a JAMB office in a state. You are to sell scratch cards to students seeking for admission. You collected the money that you are supposed to remit back to the account of JAMB, and you took it for yourself, and
Just like that.
you just start spending it.
Even if it, you remember like WIAC, they say, okay, they will use your money for flowers. But in general,
It's such a pity. It's such a pity. You know, it's amusing, but at the same time, it's sad.
very, very
And
sad.
and we keep asking ourselves, how did we get here? How did we get here?
Well, yeah, as you said, it's so amusing. I think the very first one was so amusing to Lagosians or Nigerians in particular, even outside the country, that this is what we have turned ourselves into.
It's a
But
pity.
a proverb or saying says, if you can't really cry over a thing, then you begin to laugh. Well, we took a collection of trolls on social media, and we take this first one. It says, like this now, a snake is 36 million richer than me without even going to school or sleeping with anybody. And look at her, she put her hands on her head. Okay, the second one, snake, 36 million. Was someone there counting the money, or did the snake come with an account officer? So, and that's the truth. How did you know that it's 36 million? That means, was adequately accounted for, somebody knows what it is. The third one, monkey stole 70 million from senator's farmhouse. Senator Shehu Sani. And so many reactions. Like snake swallows 36 million last week. Monkey stole 70 million today. Angel Gabriel should just come and blow the trumpet. It have do. As I say, I'm not blowing Angel Gabriel. I'm not blowing any trumpet. It's not yet time. You people haven't seen anything. Okay, that's fine. The other time it was rats. Now it is snakes. What's up with Nigeria and animals? Very soon we'll hear that an antelope swallowed the central bank. What do you say to all of these memes?
You see, that of the Senate is, because when it comes to the National Assembly, I always try to look deeply because there's always a lot of power play going on there.
Yeah.
I found out that this incident is not even recent. But, there are power plays within the Senate, I learned that Senator Adamu from Nasarawa was he's no more the chairman of the
I think he's been
Northern
suspended.
Caucus of Senate, his colleagues have removed him now. As the one in custodian of the money. But if you will recollect, a few weeks ago when the issue of the new INEC timetable came up in the Senate,
That
and
too.
few of the senators came after the plenary to address a press conference that no, this is against, this is done, to target the President Buhari, and so on and so forth. It was Senator Adamu who led that protest, when they talked to the press. And within a few days, the allegation of money with him, being carted away by monkey came up.
I get that. I get that power play.
So there's a lot of power play. He denied it, he addressed a press conference denying it, but sometimes you can't, whenever these politicians say a lot of things, you don't really know what is the truth. So is it those people alleging that, 70 million was carted away from his farm, or himself saying nothing like that happened? Who do we believe?
Okay, then who do we believe? We take this report, and after then, we'll take your calls, we'll take your messages on 0705 496 4619. 0705 496 4619 is the number to send your messages, and you can call 0812 539 4414, 0812 539 4414, and of course on our social media platforms at Offscript LTV. We'll take your messages after we take this report. Please stay with us.
how could someone possibly believe that like a snake swallowed 36 million? Like, I didn't actually believe it. I found it so annoying and everything. And now they are telling us a monkey stole 70 million. Like, how does that make sense? It doesn't.
Because when I first of all heard the issue of the snake, it didn't even add up at all. Because so suppose that there was like a vault in the JAMB office. So how would the snake be able to pass? You know, when you begin to think of all those kind of things, you know, it doesn't just add up. So I believe personally that probably the government feels like Nigerians aren't educated enough, and maybe probably they think we're fools or something.
I was not there to witness it, but the truth is that it's not logic. Seeing an animal consuming money, you understand? So that's just my own opinion about the whole thing. Because an animal to come into an environment where you have living things like human beings, they didn't attack human beings, they didn't attack other rodents, rodent animals, only for them to go straight to where they kept money and start, swallowing the money. So to me, it doesn't make sense, it's not logical.
Politicians are not, they're not being real to us. They're not being real, they are not truthful to us. They see us as people who don't know what we are doing. I don't believe where a snake will walk into an establishment to swallow 36 million naira and somebody will be there to look at it and allow the snake to go. I think they're not being real to us.
These are sad times for Nigeria, and these are things that we don't expect to hear. But it shows that what the government calls the fight against corruption is really not a fight against corruption. We warned about this when the government started. We said that the trend, what the government was doing was not the right thing, that you fight corruption systematically by creating processes, creating procedures that would inhibit people from even getting into the corrupt act. But what the government was doing was more of press trials, making the people feel that government is doing something when government was not actually doing something. And that's what has got us to this point. And I fear that if we continue in this trend, that it would get worse within within the remaining part of this year and even for the years to come afterward.
Thank you for staying tuned. Welcome back. Okay, this time for you to join the conversations. You can call or call 0812-539-4414, 0812-539-4414. Send your messages to 0705-496-4619, 0705-496-4619. Please tell us your name and reduce the volume of your TV set. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Okay, if you get through to us, you need to reduce the volume of your TV set so you can hear us through your mouthpiece, this time or earpiece, and let us know where you're calling from. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Good evening. From Ikorodu, Jonathan from Ikorodu, thanks for calling. What's your contribution this evening?
I'm very sorry for Nigeria politics. What they were doing very wrong. They are not doing somebody embezzling Nigeria money and telling us that, and even 10,000 naira is they cannot swallow it. But they were now telling us that animals worth 70 million or 30 million. It's very wrong. If you think they are talking, they should not continue selling Nigerian land. And my own opinion is that Mr. President should clean up the cabinet, from cabinet till down. Let people out there. Now we see here in this kind of thing 3 years ago. But today, story, and when they knew the president after the corruption people, that is when they want to manipulate their story.
Okay.
Very sorry for Nigeria who are suffering for them. May God bless Nigeria.
Amen. Thank you so much, Mr. Jonathan from Ikorodu. Wow. We have this one. Should I just take this call? Hello, good evening. Okay. Very funny. Money taken away 17 million. And what was the woman doing when the money was taking the money away? Oh, girl. And that's Abde B. Nelson. Okay. Wow. So sad for Nigeria.
So sad. But you know, we should give Professor Oloyede a lot of kudos for instituting this probe that has brought about this money, snake swallowing money, and
Okay.
all
From
that.
Nigeria, please.
We have a call. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. We can hear you clearly. Okay, you can still call back. It's 0812-539-4414. And we have this message.
Hello.
Hello, good evening. Good
Hello?
evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Please reduce the volume of your TV set.
Hello, I'm on.
Yes, you're on. Mute your TV. Okay, please go ahead. Are you still there? Okay, immediately you get connected, please mute your TV so we can have a smooth conversation, okay? Hello? Hello? Okay, let me take this one from Temitope. It's only God that would have mercy on this country. Corruption has become what people are celebrating in this country. The issue about a snake swallowing 36 million naira really saddened my heart. A spiritual snake, I'm sure, should swallow spiritual money and not physical. Lack of fear of God is the paramount cause of all this. I quote, okay, Temitope, Nigeria is fantastically corrupt. That's from Temitope. That came out a couple of months back, or about a year ago, and everybody in Nigeria went, you know, why should the then British Prime Minister refer to Nigeria as a fantastically corrupt nation? Maybe we don't like hearing it from foreigners, or is it not what's happening right now?
It's the reality we are living with. You know, we can't shy away from all these things. You know, even if you are sick, you first have to admit to the fact that you are sick before you now seek, you know, medication, you know, to take care of your sickness. The fact is that, you know, maybe because it's coming from the former British Prime Minister, you know, it touched the raw nerves, you know, in a lot of Nigerians, and they were not happy with it. But the fact is, are we not saying snakes swallowing money and monkeys cutting away money? You know, and it's kind of, I'm curious because the interviews we've seen now, you know, from people outside, it's shocking that people tend to believe that truly snake swallowed money.
Well, because some things happen in the last text that we read talked about the spiritual thing. Is it possible? You know, some things we believe happen spiritually.
And truly, it's an animal that swallowed the money. This time around, it's a human animal.
A higher animal.
Yes, you know, sells crash cards to students, remit the money to jam.
Hello, good evening. Oh, we lost that call. I'm not sure I can take all of this message. It's from Steve from Lekki. Nigerian leaders, I don't know if I should use that word you used, that they are dash as the way they are educated. Now it's Boko animals. That's Steve from Lekki. Actually, he says stupid. Okay. Hello. Hello. Are you still there? Hello. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Your name and where you calling from?
I'm calling from Warri, Delta State. My name is Charles.
Charles, thank you for calling. What's your contribution this evening?
Hello?
Hello, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Charles. I'm calling from Warri, Delta
Charles,
State.
thanks for calling. Please go ahead.
You see, your guest there in the studio has said it all. You see, we become a laughing stock to the countries around the world. The CSI has rated corruption very high in Nigeria. And we have a government that said they are fighting corruption. Now, snakes following millions, monkeys following millions. What is the government doing about it? A government that is fighting corruption, what are they doing about it? Now, it's like something people do with every day. If you go to the social media, it has been, monkey did this, snake does that. What is the government doing about it? We just joke about, we'll laugh, everybody will go home, and what is the solution to all these problems? To make it not to happen again. That's my question.
Thank you, Charles. Absolutely, we need a solution. We can't just be listening to all of this, because if we get all of these reports, we should get the feedback and what's
Yeah, I agree with you, but one thing that I've always, told people is that no one government can fight corruption as it is. Government will have to carry out their own responsibilities, but citizens also must carry out their own responsibilities. From the home, from the school, from the church, from the mosque, we must also carry out our responsibilities. And even all these monkeys swallowed money, snakes swallowed money, if not for the fact that Professor Oloyede decided that, you know what, I have to get to the root of the matter. JAMB cannot sell scratch cards to students seeking for admission. We know the number of scratch cards we printed and that we distributed to all the states, and we know how much money should come in.
Expected,
and if the money is not coming in, something is wrong somewhere, then we have to get to the root of the matter.
Begin to ask questions.
It is probing, that issue now that is bringing about all these, and people who embezzled money, started to lie that snakes swallowed money. So it's still part of fighting corruption. Yes, it has to be, that's why I said, this thing cannot be done at once. We have to, as citizens, when you are called upon to take charge of any sector, of any parastatal, of any agency within the government, then do your job, just like Professor Oloyede has done with JAMB.
Is it too late to save this nation, Nigeria, from corruption?
It's a tough call. It's a tough call. It's hard. But first of all, we need to work on what I call moral reorientation.
Okay. How do we start that?
Look, I don't even know what the National Orientation Agency is doing, because they should be at the forefront of all this.
Absolutely.
I have not had, the National Orientation Agency done anything. Have you heard of any enlightenment program or anything from them? Nothing at all. And these are agencies and agency and interministerial parastatals that get budgets every year.
Yeah. And what are we doing even in schools? I remember in social studies back then, all of these things are taught. Hello. Good evening, ma'am. Your name and where you calling? Mrs. Daniel, please reduce the volume of your TV set. Well, that's the question we're asking today. That's what we're trying to find out. That's the report we heard. That's the report we heard. That's the report we heard. Maybe human animals or animals, well, higher animals, Just maybe. Thank you for calling. This one says, if a snake can swallow 36 million naira and monkey can carry 70 million naira, how much can elephant steal from? Femi Balogun. Femi Balogun, we have been asking the same question, okay, and we're still trying to find out. Oh, you're still there. Thank you for calling. Thank you for calling. Thank you. It's so sad. It's so sad that we are witnessing all of these in this country at this point in time. Transparency International said the mantra of the present administration is to fight corruption. But Transparency International says we are getting worse, coming down and down the ladder.
You see, I can't fault Transparency International because I don't know the indices they use to arrive at their, at their decision. But, I want to believe that the government is trying, but it's not enough. It's not enough. The slow pace of dealing with the issue of graft, by this government is very glaring to see. And in as much as it is like that, it emboldens others, to want to try and take from the honey pot again. So government have to be decisive about the issue of corruption. If you are caught, you must be arrested, you must be prosecuted, and we must take it to a logical conclusion.
Almost immediately. We shouldn't wait because
at all.
And all hands must be on deck, the
That
executive, legislature, and all of those people.
The 3 tiers of government must work in sync to tackle corruption.
Okay, hello, good evening. Good evening. Tell us your name and where you're calling from, please. Shego from Maja, please speak up. I can hardly hear you.
Kelvin from Maja.
Oh, Kelvin. Okay, thanks for calling. Please, what's your contribution?
Yeah, actually, what the Nigerian government is doing is very, very bad.
Go ahead. Is that all, Kevin? Are you still there? Okay. Kevin says it's very, very, very bad. We all agree that it's bad, but it's a contribution of everyone in the society. When you're asked to perform a role, please do that, dot the I's and cross the T's. You're expected to send messages to the number you're calling. It's 0705-4619. Please send messages to that number and not a call. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Good evening. Ajib Kef. Good evening. Good evening. Thanks for calling. Please go ahead with your contribution. Ajib Kef from Ijeshatedo. Yes, sir. What do you think we can do? Okay, should I say amen to that? Amen. What do you think we can do? What do you think the present administration can do? Are you still there, GBK? Okay.
God will judge.
God.
We know God will judge. God would always judge. But let the law first take its course. Here. Let the law take its course. That's the most important thing. Yes, we know ultimately God will be the judge.
Absolutely.
Of all things. But if people are stealing our commonwealth, they have to be brought to book. They have to be made to face the music. That's what should happen. This idea of God will judge is what has led us to this place that we are today. So we can't just keep saying God will judge. I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I know ultimately God is the judge of all things. But this is a nation that has rules, that has laws, that has a constitution.
Yes, absolutely.
So we must let the law take its course.
Another thing somebody is asking here is Omolade from Molambe saying, is it during Buhari's regime or Jonathan's regime? I don't think that should come into question right now. Everybody, Nigerians, we didn't import foreigners into these places. They're all Nigerians. Everybody should account for whatever place of authority you've been told to take care of. So it's not about either it's this regime or it's another regime, okay?
That's why I was talking the other time about moral reorientation. I remember at a time in this country when, in the days of MAMSA, and I would say, if you're a teacher, teach well. If you are a footballer, play football well. If and so on and so forth. And these are people might think all these things does not matter, but it matters
a lot.
We need to reorientate the psyche of an average Nigerian. there's this belief that once you get into government, or
next
once
thing.
you get into a place of responsibility within government, is for you to open the till for yourself and for your family.
Into the cookie jar and pick
You
food.
just keep eating and eating and eating. You know, it's part of what I said, that is wickedness. We don't love each other. When you are giving 20 naira for 10 people, and you get there, you take the whole of 20 naira for yourself without
Even
caring for the
for
others.
others.
It's
so
so
sad.
It's so sad. It's so sad indeed.
Okay, just one thought for you on all of these. Nigerians are the butt of jokes even on the international level right now. How can we move on? How can we not see this again? I'm not sure if we're not going to see this again. I'm not so sure.
I want to see that we are not just going to get the news of, you know, people lying after they've embezzled funds, that it was snake that swallowed it or monkey that swallowed it. That is not the only thing we want to know. You know, because in Nigeria we have a short attention lifespan. In another 1 week now, we've moved to other
Another
things
story.
and we forget about this issue. And that is one of the major problems. We have to find out at the end of the day, all this woman in Makurdi saying that it was snake who swallowed 36 million.
And the one from the Senate.
What happened to her eventually?
Yes. We
We
should
want to
stay
know.
on the story. We should
That
stay,
is it.
stay
That
on the
is
story.
it. That
Like
is it.
John says from, Sophia, Alex Sophia from Badagry said we should fight for our right. We should ask questions. And that's all we are asking Nigerians to do. Either ask questions, question leaders, question people in authority. If they have been placed with something in their hands, let them account for it. And that's, you can keep the conversations going online by going on to Offscript LTV on Facebook, Twitter, and of course, Instagram. That's the size of our package tonight. We thank you for being a part of it. Next week, we'll be here, God willing, with another trending issue. Thank you for staying here. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. All right then. Good night.